Hi, good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, April 22nd, and I just wanted to say welcome. And this video is going to be called Thank You TMZ. I just wanted to say to TMZ, you know what? Thank you so much for your very, very in-depth, comprehensive, extensive investigative journalism, especially when it comes to the entertainment sector. The reason why I'm making this video is to, just say that I'm hurt. I'm really hurt by the finding of Mr. Prince's status of deceased. And I just wanted to say to you, TMZ, that when you did the piece around Mr. Jackson and when he became status of deceased, your entity did an awesome job. And I really like the way you opened up sort of a platform to have people even send in like pictures and all kinds of stuff, and also you investigate things where, like, I will never forget like these pictures of like his he had like a, what do you call it, like a chill out room, and it was very dark, and he probably just went there, maybe he wanted to put his head down, get some sleep or whatever. And this room was so fucking filthy, it wasn't even funny. And I thought to myself, if you have a fucking white woman who's in your fucking house, then you have these little kids running around, where are your hygienic things, right? Get down there, clean that shit up, or else, you know what, try and make it more presentable. And then they showed like other pieces of like his life, and they showed like he had like this his nest, and then they showed like, you know, a lot of problems with the whole situation with Mr. Jackson. So I just wanted to say, TMZ, I'm speaking to an audience and I'm also speaking to you. Thank you so much for your coverage. It helps us, it really does. You guys do a really good job. So I was just gonna ask if you could just really blow this one up, like blow it up and really shame them, because since 2000, you know, even when Luther Vandross, like, he became status of deceased, you know, it was really quiet, really quiet, and all of a sudden, what, Luther is gone? Oh my gosh, no way, you know, he's gone. And then, or I should say, he's traveling with the ancestors, but in physical form, he no longer is. And human form, I guess. And then there's Natalie Cole. You know, we were doing some investigative things, and you know, we approach things also from a medical perspective to say, okay, you know, there's all these different angles, but the one that they don't talk about is medical. And you know, you have people providing these stupid commentaries about, well, this, that, but nobody sits down and says, you know what, let me just try and understand, like, okay, medical falls into blah, 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 okay, let me try and understand, like, what did they really do to him? Because when you did TMZ, when you did that feature on Mr. Jackson's situation, I tell you, I cannot express how I felt. I was like, no, it can't be Mr. Jackson. I think they got the wrong person. And thinking about like how his music made me feel, you know, like just when you're in those dark moments as a little girl, you turn on the radio, you sneak to find the radio, and you just turn it on, and you put it by your ear, and you're like, oh, and you're just dancing and romancing with, your imagination, and, just trying to get a sense of, like, while you're experiencing very disgusting abuse, how do you actually still build that person in you? And you did a really good job with Mr. Jackson's situation. So I hope you tear to pieces the situation with Prince. Now, we also do some stuff as well. We do, like, unconventional approaches. And I'm going to follow your stuff. And for now, we're just going to process things, because we need to process things. So we're going to follow your lead, TMZ, because you guys are good. And I forget his name. He's the short person who provides the commentary. I think he's the manager or whatever. He's sort of the executive producer and the director of how things unfold. He's fabulous and really, really hilarious. Like, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna get it all, And I've kind of been out of touch with TMZ because I don't really follow, like, a lot of the other stuff, like, oh, this one has, like, a thong bikini on, and, that kind of, like, diet foolishness or whatever. We don't follow that nonsense, but your death stuff is awesome, awesome. And, excuse me, I just wanted to say from, we're currently in another country, but I spend a lot of time, actually, sorry, I'm just reflecting on things, spend a lot of time in, about 60% of the time in Canada, and about 40% of the time in the Caribbean. And we do, stuff that has to do with jurisprudence as well, and governance. So I can't believe it, Prince. It's just weird, really, really weird. And you know what? We're not gonna cry, because crying doesn't do anything. I don't think Prince would have wanted, if he had things his way, I think the legacy that he would have left would have been like, you know what, you just go all out there until, what was that song, Party Until It's like 1999, back in 1983, I think it was. And, like, it's very, like, colorful. And I was watching some footage where that fucking chick, I don't know, like, you have sex, you make millions from your ugly self with no morals, then you end up marrying this ugly black guy, and he's talking about, George Bush don't like black people, and then he ends up sticking his fucking dick in this woman who, what is her talent? And